Hello, friends. All right, I'm just gonna share this to my Facebook page. If you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you do so. I'm live currently right now in my page, which is called Rhea Hope, but I also have a personal Facebook page, like everyone does, and that's just called Rhea Coleman. So make sure you're following me on that page as well. And then I'm gonna pin my shopping link right here in the comments, rheahopebeauty.com. And there is where you can find everything I'm about to use. Makeup, brushes. Yeah. And did you share to the?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn up.
Yep.
Okay.
Makeup, brushes, skincare, you name it, everything is right there. Awesome. Thank you so much. And then if you are watching this on the replay, or if you are new, make sure you hashtag newbie in the comments if this is your first time watching me, or replay if you're watching it on the replay. If you found this tutorial useful, or you feel like you've learned something in this, do me a huge solid and go ahead and share this. Bottom left hand corner, there's a share or invite button. Feel free to click away on that. There's also a little area up here. There's 3 dots, and if you click there, you can turn on live notifications so you can be alerted from Facebook that I go live, or if you really want to make sure that you don't miss out on a beat with posts or anything like that, or new products or whatever, I have a subscription service and it's free for you. All you have to do is text message Rhea Hope, which is all one word, and you're gonna text Rhea Hope to the phone number 83361. I have it written out in the description of the tutorial, so if you forget the number or you forget what to text, it's all saved up there so you can reference that, but you can always message me. And you're gonna hear me say that probably 1,000 times in this tutorial because I really wanna stress the fact that you can always send me a personal message. If you need to be color matched, if you have questions, if you're having trouble, any and all questions regarding makeup, skincare, hair care, hair products, hair tools, you name it, message me. I'm here to be used as a reference for you. This is my full-time job. I'm so stinking blessed to be able to do something from home that I love and get to hang out with all you amazing ladies every single day. So yeah, if you are new around here, my name's Rhea Coleman. I live in Southern California, and I run an Instagram page called Rhea Hope. Also here on Facebook, I do the hair tutorials, I do the makeup tutorials. I love fashion, I love clothes, so I do a lot of try-on hauls over on my Instagram stories. So if you aren't familiar with how to use Instagram, it's super duper easy. You're gonna wanna make one. You're gonna wanna follow me, Rhea Hope, and then to watch my try-on hauls and fun stuff. I did a house tour for our new house. I posted that on my Instagram stories this morning. I'm so excited for that. But you'll just click on the profile picture on Instagram and then you'll be able to access that. Oh my gosh, I know the spray foundation's legit. So that's actually that's what we're gonna be using today. It's just such good, easy, fast coverage. And it's becoming harder and harder for me not to use it every single day just because it's so fast and it's so easy, and you're gonna see it gives the most amazing full coverage. So this is what it looks like. Comes in a little aerosol can, so it has that little ball in there. So you're gonna wanna definitely shake that up. The more you shake it, the more pigmented it turns out. So if you ever feel like, oh, I'm not getting the same coverage, definitely make sure you're shaking it up. Thank you, I know, we're so excited. Awesome, welcome everybody. I see all the places you guys are watching from. It's amazing, and thank you so much for all of the congratulations. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much. So if you have not yet grabbed the kudos, and if you're new around here, the kudos is essentially our deal of the month. Every month it's something different. Every month it's a new bundle or new savings. Sometimes it's a new product. This month I've been with Unique. That's the brand of makeup that I'm about to use. I've been with them for almost 4 years, and this is the very first time I have ever seen a kudos the way that it's designed right now. Not only that, but this is the biggest savings I've ever seen the kudos. Usually it's 20% savings or maybe 15%. You may save $20 to $30. This month, you save $50. Not 50%, $50 you are saving by buying the kudos. The kudos is so amazing. And it's all fully customizable. So you can buy multiple kudos and switch up the products to save even more money. So you get your choice of foundation. You can do the spray, the liquid, the pressed powder, the stick foundation, the BB Flawless, any of those you get to choose. And then you get your choice of skin perfecting concealer. You get to pick the color. You can get a lighter color for highlight. You can get your normal color for all over fast coverage. You could get a color for contour. You could get, you know, 2 different shades for under eye highlighting. There's so many options with that. And then you also get your choice of setting. So you can either do the setting spray or the setting powder. And then you also are gonna get your choice of primer. You can get the Glorious Face Primer or you can get the Hydrating Primer. Now, if you're like, I got all that, like I'm set, but I kind of wanna stock up, now's the time to do that. Like, that's what I always do. I wait for stuff to go on sale and then I buy like multiples of them. That way I don't have to pay full price when I do run out. So if you haven't stocked up, if you haven't bought your shade, your summer shade, your winter shade, another one in case you run out, now's the time to do that. Score it while it's on sale. Another really great option for you. And I'll stop talking, then I'll put my makeup on, I promise. Christmas. Let's talk about Christmas. I know everyone's like, no, I don't hear you. I'm the same way. I'm like, oh God, it's like in 2 months. Like, where'd this like year go, right? I'm like, I swear it was just Christmas, like yesterday. Anyway, I'm a gift giver. There is nothing that I love more than giving gifts. I don't know, that's just like my love language. But now is the perfect time to do that because you're gonna save a bunch of money, and there's no present like makeup. There's no present like skincare. And if you are like, I can't buy makeup for other people, I don't know what colors they are. That's why you have me. Send me a picture of them. I can color match them and I can tell you what colors to buy for them. For your mom, for your daughter, for your aunt, for whoever, for your friend, for your hairstylist, whoever. Makeup's the best present ever. So you can always send me a picture of them. I can help you. So if you're buying the Kudos and you just want the foundation, give them the primer or give them a concealer. It's a great stocking stuffer and it's a really cute little goodie bag. So definitely check that out. Message me again if you need help picking that out. Yay, you're ordering today. Awesome. It's different than the liquid. So they're the same shades as the liquid, but it's a different consistency, it's a different application, and it's a little more full coverage. For mature skin, which setting choice is best? I would probably recommend the setting spray. Tell my family I want more money to buy makeup. That's awesome. Or you could just give them my website and tell them what you want. Getting ready to hit faster. Congratulations, Taylor. That's amazing. So deserving. Oh, thanks, Terry. 9, oh my gosh, Donna. Shook. 9 Fridays until Christmas. Like panic mode. It's rich in shadows. I love them. So good. Although I did just trying to do thinner. Oh, nice. Give them your website then. All right, so now you're going to take, it's time for foundation. Where there's enough of us here, like, come on, girlfriend, put your makeup on, stop talking. So we're going to take the Kabuki Brush. This is by Unique. Highly recommend this if you're going to grab this. These two are best friends. Don't split them up. This is going to be under Tools. It's under Face Tools. It's called the Kabuki Brush. And then you're going to take your spray foundation. I'm using the shade Taffeta for me. And what you're going to do is you're just going to spray directly onto your brush. And now, I'm only going to do one side of my face at first to show you guys the coverage. And then we'll put the other side on. But you guys, look at how fast this coverage is. So amazing. And then always, 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 always bring it down the neck. And again, I'm using the shade Taffeta. And you can do as many coats of this as you like. I usually do 2 to 3 just because I like super full coverage, but it's totally personal preference. It's all up to you. If you're like, no, 1 little coat is good enough. I just want it to take away my redness, or kind of just want to hide my blemishes a little bit and get an even skin tone appearance, then 1 little and then put it on your face. So it'd be like 4 4 is going to give you that coverage. So again, you're just going to all right, so now we're almost done. And what also I love about this is it feels like nothing. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my skin. Not makeup, not a mask, and not nothing. And then always bring it down the neck. And then look at that. Do you guys see that? Such amazing full light coverage. Doesn't look cakey, doesn't look heavy, doesn't feel like I have anything on, reduces all of my redness. You guys see that difference? Click the little heart emoji, you see that difference. Isn't that incredible? Takes away all my redness, starts to begin to hide my dark circles, completely hid my blemishes that I had over here. Gives me just even, beautiful skin tone. So good. Now, if you have dry skin, you don't necessarily have to set this. This is a smudge-proof formula, so when it dries, which it dries very quickly, you could straight like wipe and very like minimal, if none at all, would come off. I do also recommend though that you are prepping and priming your skin. That's super important with any foundation, including the spray foundation. And what I mean by that is I always joke around and say it's a crime not to prime. But for reals, you definitely always make sure that you are priming your skin for whatever foundation you're using. And I love the Glorious Face Primer, but if you have mature skin or if you have dry skin, the Hydrating Face Primer is amazing for that. But again, if you're not sure, message me. Now, the spray foundation is good for all skin types: mature skin, dry skin, oily skin, young skin, old skin, all the skins. All the skins, everyone can use and love the spray foundation. Even if you know what color you are in the liquid, you can always still message me and like get a second opinion on what color you are for the spray. It does run a tad bit light, so I'm normally the shade Lace in the liquid, and then I'm using the shade Taffeta, which is kind of my summer shade, but as you can see, it's just a tad bit dark for my neck. But you can play around with that complexion and with that colors with the concealer, and you'll see what I mean in a second. But always send me a message and I can give you a recommendation on which one I think you should get. But if anything ever looks like too light or too dark, a trick that I like doing is evening out that color difference with pressed powder. So not only are you setting the makeup so it's gonna stay in place all day and look super duper flawless, but you're also kind of playing around with the color. So if it is too, let's just say it's too light, you're gonna wanna use one step darker pressed powder to set it over it. I have oily skin like you, but I wanna try the Hydrating Face Primer. I wouldn't, Sarah, just because it's gonna make your face like super slick. Use Organza in the liquid and Velour in the spray. Perfect. Our spray is compatible with liquid colors. Very similar, Chris, just very slightly lighter. Lightest foundation ever. It literally feels like you have nothing on your skin. If you have dry skin, Melanie, you're gonna love the spray. Amazing. I have dry skin and I sweat always. I'm 44. So Melinda, you'll love the spray. It's so good. It has amazing hold. I do 1.5. I love it. I have not personally used this on my mom, but it is on my to-do list, and I grabbed her shade for Christmas. I hope she's not watching, because I know her skin is gonna love it. It's gonna really, really love it, especially because she has mature skin. I mean, she's in her 50s-ish, I think. I should know. But it's not gonna like settle into all your fine lines and creases because it's not heavy. It's not gonna like seep in because there's no pressure of it. It's like a mist on your skin. It feels like a feather. It's amazing. I cannot say what the cutest is next month. My lips are sealed. It's amazing how 3 spritz covers. I know, right? So good. I love seeing your live. Thanks, Karen. Celebrate the news that my chemo is shrinking my tumor. I'm so happy for you, Karen. I'm praying for that you get better. How does it work for oily skin? It's amazing. I have super oily skin as well, and so you're seeing how great this coverage is even with that. Do you know anything about laser resurfacing? I don't, Melinda. I'm sorry. Yes, it's amazing for dry skin, oily skin, mature skin, you name it. This is the foundation coverage that you'll love. Like, there's no skin type that this foundation wouldn't be good for. All right, so now I'm gonna take my concealer. So here's my little tip with concealer. Always warm it up between your fingers by like massaging it this way. Not only is it gonna thin out the consistency when you put it on, but it's also going to warm it up, which makes it easier and nicer to blend. So I will usually just take it in upside down triangle underneath my eyes like that. And now we're gonna use the blending bud and we're gonna start blending that in. Just like so. And these blending buds, I swear by, they really help getting your makeup, just like taking it up a notch and giving you even more coverage. They help to minimize the appearance of pores, and they also place your foundation into your skin very intentionally instead of just kind of buffing it on top. So something that's really important that I always do is I take my blending bud by Unique. Again, you get 2 when you buy them, the large and the small. And I always go over everywhere on my skin, and I really think that this helps with the flawlessness because, like I said, it's placing it very intentionally, and it's kind of like dabbling it into the skin, making it look really smooth. So if you do have large pores, or you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, and you're still seeing like your pores are just like you're seeing it just not sit or settle on your skin really well, 1, make sure you're using the primer, and the setting spray really helps. But 2, making sure that you're using the blending buds. It really, 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 really helps. All right, so now that we've done that, now we're ready to set our makeup. So like I said, I have oily skin, so I always set my makeup, and I set it the same way every time, no matter what coverage I'm using, and I swear by this setting application. It not only helps to reduce the oil from pushing against your foundation, but if you are in menopause, or you work in a kitchen where it's really hot, or if you sweat a lot, or if you work outside a lot, this is going to be amazing for your skin. You're gonna maybe think that it's too much powder, but I'm promising you, it is amazing. It's gonna absorb all of that. You don't need blending buds with the spray. I personally love the blending buds with everything. Hi, Judy. Yes, the blending buds are damp. What if you have a lot of wrinkles under your eyes? What is it best to use? Definitely the blending buds, and then I'm gonna cover that, Lynn, just like in 1 second. Cancer primer makes itch. What should I do? Jessica, I would use a setting spray. I would use a setting spray before and after the primer and see if that helps. All right, so before I go in with my setting powder, I always kind of go around my face to make sure I have no lines starting to form or any creasing happening, because once you set it, that's all she wrote. So I'm using the Touch Bold Translucent Setting Powder, and I popped the cap off mine just so I could bake with it. And what baking is essentially just using a lot of product, and it's gonna absorb, like I said, all of that natural oil, pushing against my foundation or my concealer, making it move around, or making it look oily or greasy or just not pretty, basically. So this, like I said, is a really good step if you are, if you sweat a lot, or if you work in the kitchen or work outside or are super oily like I am. And you don't have to use it all over like I am. I'm oily all over. So I kind of focus in the T-zone, basically everywhere below, just not my cheeks. But if you're only oily on your forehead, then just use it on your forehead. You don't have to use it everywhere. The buds would help on my eyes creasing. Yes, because it's going to be placing the concealer soft, like thinner under your eyes, opposed to using like a finger or a brush. So definitely make sure that you have the blending buds by Unique. They're made from a different material than like your everyday beauty blender. I've talked to people and they're like, oh yeah, I'm using a beauty blender. I'm like, well, are you using Uniques? And they're like, oh no. I'm like, that's the issue. Like, you need to use them. They're so good. They're made for this foundation, but they're also made a little more dense, and they're made with like, the best way I can describe it is like it's scuba gear. Like, it feels like scuba gear. Or if you played water polo, I have a hair and it's tickling the crap out of me. Like, I feel it. If you play water polo, you know the suits that you wear for that. I played water polo in high school. So that's what it reminds me of, but they're unlike any other. They're amazing. What is the difference between the powder or spray or setting spray? So one is a spray and one's a powder is the biggest difference, but one is more hydrating, one is a little more drying. I have combo oily and dry skin along with the blemishes, wrinkles. And you said the spray is a good, yes, the spray is amazing. And for skincare, Courtney, message me and I can give you a recommendation for that. Thanks, Teresa. How would you use it without baking? So it comes normally with a little mesh plating. So you would take any kind of fluffy brush like this and you just tap it on that mesh plate and then push it on your skin. Yay, Cheryl. Yeah, no, Michelle, I would not recommend this step for dry skin. So this is the step right now I'm gonna show you. I was talking about preventing your under eyes from creasing, and then if you have dry skin, this is the step that you would want to do. You're gonna wanna grab the Mineral Touch pressed powder. I know a lot of people are like, that's foundation, what are you doing? It's craziness. I'm telling you, this works. I'm gonna show you. I use Organza in the foundation stick and the spray. I'm gonna tanner. Yes, Jessica, I would probably go one shade lighter in the pressed powder. Devon, setting spray is gonna be like the best thing for you. It does lighten the foundation a little bit, and that's why we're gonna even it out in a second. These are from Walmart. I can't believe that I caught you live. Yay, hi Paige. Anyways, are the best. Awesome, Megan, congrats on your first order. I'm so excited. What about under eye bags? Rhonda, this is also gonna help. Did you get the style of your hair? How? I'm gonna do a tutorial on it. I actually recorded a tutorial on it that I will have posted on the 23rd. So make sure that you are hanging around Facebook on that day. And is always a red place. My mom's the same way, Samantha. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna bake in that area, and then you're also gonna wanna make sure that you're using concealer in that area with the blending buds. My mom always has like a red tip nose, always, like since I could remember. So when I do her makeup, I focus on that area. You can also use a yellow color corrector, would also help, or even a green color corrector. Okay, so let's cover under eyes. So if you get under eye creasing or you have dry skin and you need to set your concealer, press a little heart emoji or give me a little hand raise so I know who's out there that has that. This is the step that you're gonna wanna do. Mineral Touch pressed powder in the shade Scarlet is the one I'm using. I would either use Scarlet if you're similar complexion than I am, or if you're darker than I am, then I would use the shade Velour. That's it though. I'd only go with those two. Oh, yay, happy birthday. All right, so you're gonna take this and you're gonna take a dry beauty blender. This one is from Walmart. And you're gonna kind of push that into the pressed powder to grab it on there. And then you're just gonna push this underneath the eye like this. And again, keeping that V shape. What this is doing is it's essentially like acting almost as like cement for your under eyes. So it's gonna prevent it from creasing. It's also going to set it. So it's gonna absorb any of that natural oil, but it's pressed powder, so it's meant to be soft and easy and like light on your skin. Red cheeks. So Melinda, a green color corrector would be really great for you too. Yes, so you guys, I swear, I want to hear it. If you guys have tried this and you love it or works for you, let me know. But I want you guys to try it because right now it's on sale in the Kudos. So you can get this as the foundation choice in the Kudos. So you get your choice between pressed powder, spray, liquid, BB cream, all of the options. So you can pick this. And if you're not sure what color to grab for setting your under eye, just message me a selfie facing a window and ask me. Just say, hey, I need a recommendation on which color to use for my under eyes in the pressed powder. I got you, girl, I'll tell you. Okay, so now set the rest of our face, and as you can see, my under eyes clearly look a little more brighter than the rest of my skin, same with my chin. So what you're gonna do now is take the same thing, the pressed powder in the shade Satin is the one I'm using, and we're just using a big Kabuki brush with this, and we'll just tap it on. Everyone say hello to shirtless Ryan.
You put on a show for all your girlfriends?
Oh, stop it.
All my wife sisters?
I had your under eyes. What do I use for dark circles with the combo? So this is what you'd use for setting, but you can message me a selfie facing window and I'll tell you what colors, what products to grab. So message me a selfie facing window, Penny. Works for me. Would you use pressed powder for all over? Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing right now, Christina. James came back, we were still off. Maybe try to undo from your Wi-Fi, Becky. They always say hi to you. Did a friend mascara makeup party today? Oh, fun. I hopped on late. Windy move. Like January probably. They all say hello. All right. Can you raise the curtains for me? Because I'm getting lines on my face. All right, so now we're just gonna use a big Kabuki brush and we're just gonna tap this all over. And this is going to even out the coverage. Yes, please. Yeah, see how it's like lines all over this? That's good. Thank you. So we're just going to tap this all over and it's going to bump up the coverage and then it's also going to set everything. So if you do have oily skin, this is amazing. Or if you have dry skin, you can still use this step. You would just skip all of the setting and you would just set with this. Thank you. What's Ryan cooking for dinner tonight? I think we're going out tonight. Are the products in the Kudos full size? Yes, they are. Every time he says that, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I'm like, stop it. Can you use setting powder for dry skin? You will probably not want to. I would use probably the setting spray, but how you would want to set it is with the pressed powder. All right, so now that we've set it, our makeup looks so flawless. Look at how great that coverage is, you guys. Is that not so good? And it doesn't look heavy, doesn't look cakey. I'm getting all close and personal. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. And I get this a lot too. People are like, that's way too much makeup. It may seem that way, but when you see the coverage and when you see how just light it looks, it's not really that much. And if I do whatever to get flawless porcelain doll skin, right? And also something else I wanted to touch on. Because I know with social media, you always see like the best of everyone. You think, I get this too. I have under eye creases. Everyone has under eye creases. We can prevent it as much as possible. But you guys, everyone has under eye creases. Okay? Everyone. We all need to be a little more lenient on ourselves and give ourselves a little more grace because we're not going to put on makeup and we're not going to look like a Barbie doll. We're not going to look like the girls in the magazines that have photoshopped under eyes. We all do. We're just gonna do our very best to look and feel our best, okay? So that's just something I wanted to touch on very briefly. I know women as a whole, we can be the worst critics on ourselves. We're like, I still see those under eye creases. Everyone has them. We're just gonna do the best we can to prevent them. But everybody's gonna have them. So just putting it out there. Yes, the brush, message me and I can give you the link to it, Ashley. Can Ryan do a tutorial? I don't know if I'd want him to waste my makeup. I would need instructions on every step. I am here to help you guys. I always tell you that when you shop with me, it's not like Ulta and it's not like Sephora where you walk in and they sell you on all these products and then that's it. You go home and you're like, I don't know what to do with any of these. I am here to help you and walk you through every step of the way. So if I give you a recommendation, you get it in the mail and you're like, what is all of this? Message me. I will walk you through it step by step. You're never bothering me. If I helped you purchase your makeup, I am here to help you with every step of the way. So I always ask you guys to make sure that you shop with me. I know there's so many unique girls out there that you have the option to shop with. If you choose me, I will help walk you through all of the way, okay? Oh, thank you. Yay, hi Erin. Sweat a lot and dry skin. Melinda, message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. Yes, absolutely. I know. I feel you guys. I do it too. All right, so now we're going to take our bronzer in the Beachfront Bronzer in the shade Hermosa, and then we're going to take it on the tapered blusher brush. You're going to start from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth, and that's kind of like the direction on which you're going to contour. It's like the easiest thing. So you're going to take the tapered blusher brush, swear by this brush, and you're just going to very lightly, you don't push super hard, just light-handed, sweep this back and forth in that area horizontally, and then turn your brush vertically and go over that area just like this. That's not only going to contour your face, which gives you some structure. Look at that difference. See how this side looks much rounder than this side. This side looks a little washed out versus this side. Now this is very light contour. I like it really bold, but you could do as bold or as light as you want. I didn't put anything else in my hair, so my hair's like, Thanks, guys. Thank you. If you guys haven't done so yet, be sure to click that share button, or if you know anyone that would utilize my tutorial or you think would like it, go ahead and invite them to watch or tag them in the comments. That always helps me. And then we're gonna swirl to soften it up so it looks like we didn't just put like a straight up line in our face. And then around the forehead, you want to stick to like the temples and then around the hairline. So it's just like this area right here. And don't go below your eyebrows. You're basically playing with lighting. So wherever you put a contour is going to recede, and wherever we have something highlighted or something or nothing, just like foundation, is going to pop forward. So we're just basically creating shadows is what we're doing. So if you're older and your cheeks are beginning to like, I've noticed like they droop as we age, this is a really good little trick to make it appear that it's not as bad as it may be. Taking that and you're just going to go around the jawline just like that. Because again, it creates this shadow and makes it look like it's a lot sharper than it probably is. Aw, thanks. So same thing we're just gonna kind of deepen that contour, because like I said, I love a good contour, especially when I have short hair. I feel like I need to step up my contour game. Doing your nose, I just squeeze the brush and run it down the sides of your nose. You can get super technical with this and like get some crazy brush to do it, and then you can do it around your lip to create more of a shadow underneath to make it look like it's more pouty. And that's it. What color would you recommend to start? Tina, I would grab the lip liner in the shade Prudent for you. Do you do parties? I can set you up a party link that earns you white cash, which is like unique money. Just message me your email and I can set that up for you. Yes, if the comments are getting in the way, you could swipe them away. All right, so now for blush, just to give us some color back to our skin, I'm gonna use the pressed blush in the shade Supple, and I always swirl into the mirror or the cap and tap off, and you're gonna smile. And you're just gonna put this on the apple of your cheek, working closer to the bronzer and then work up to the hairline. And then I just slowly go in with this and build it up until I like the color. But this is my favorite color for just every single day. This is the shade Supple. It's this peachy undertone blush, and it has this very slight sheen to it, so it almost acts as a highlight as well as a blush. And it's not like pink, and it's not loud. It just gives you that really pretty like flushed color, and it also helps to make your cheekbones pop forward and pop outward because of that sheen. Isn't that pretty? So again, that was the shade Supple. All right, so now for highlight, I've been loving doing this, especially now that I have a short pixie and my cheeks are like very present, my cheekbones. So what I like to do is I like the Touch of the Mold Luminizer, and this is the cream to powder, so it's basically like a stick. And this is the color Pearly. So it looks like that. So your first instinct would probably be to like wipe it on your face, right? But it is a stick, so it can remove your makeup by being just too hard. So what I like to do is take your finger, and then you're just gonna massage it on there, and look how pretty this color is. It's like this rose gold. And then you're just going to tap it onto the highest parts of your cheekbone. Now my cheekbones are really high. They're basically like in my eyeball. So what I like to do is I like to kind of pop this on my actual cheek and then take it upward like this, up onto the eye socket, like this way. And then stick down here. And why we're using our finger instead of like a brush, the warmth of our hands is going to kind of melt the cream to powder formula into our skin, so it looks much more like blended rather than like swiped on. Okay, so once we've done that, then you can even do the bridge and tip of your nose a little bit. And then you're going to, you don't have to do it this way, I just really like it. I feel like it makes my highlight really, really pop, which I love. But now I'm gonna take the Touch of the Mold Luminizer, and this is in the powder form. And this is in the shade Lustrous, which again is kind of like a rosy gold. This one's more of a bronzy rosy gold. So this is actually the color that I would recommend like everyone, because it's very subtle. And what you're gonna do is just take a fluffy brush and I just tap it in there. I don't swirl into the mirror or anything like that, because honestly, like the more highlight, the better for my personal preference. And you're just going to sweep this over top of that highlight, and look at how it shines. Isn't that so pretty? But why I like using this stick and then the powder, so it's almost like the powder sticks to the stick, making it look even more pigmented. But that's how you get that really pretty glow. It's almost like a dewy finish, just really healthy looking. It's just very pretty. Yes, Sisterly is really, really pretty. Thanks, Karen. Do you use different brushes for your foundation, bronzer, blush? Yes, I do, because bronzer is one color, blush is one color. So if you're using them together, the colors kind of like overlap and mix together. So I use different brushes for everything, except for eyeshadow. Thank you. When are you guys moving? Probably like January. Okay, so now we're just gonna brush out our eyebrows. And I swear by doing this step, not only does it get the foundation on your eyebrows and like get them moving in the same direction, but I also take this metal side right here and I comb through my eyelashes. And this step is super important, especially if you have longer eyelashes like I do from using the Esteem Lash Serum, but anyone really, because before you put on your mascara, you wanna make sure that your eyelashes are moving in the same one direction instead of being crisscross, because then when you go in with your mascara has a tendency to like just look clumpy or overlapped, and that's because the mascara isn't designed to comb through the lashes, it's designed to put mascara on your lashes. So you need to comb through before. It'd be like getting mad at your flat iron for not brushing your hair. You know what I mean? What's the name of the stick? This is the Touch of the Mold Luminizer in the shade Pearly. And this was the cream to powder. Thanks, Kelly. I came in late. I got to rewind later, but I missed it. You're looking beautiful. Thank you, Evelyn. Yes, I will definitely list the full product list in the comments below after I get off. So if you are a silent watcher, which I know a lot of you guys are, make sure that you at least like comment a hi, a hello, a smiley face. I don't care what it is, but you need to comment so that way Facebook will give you a notification when I put the product list below. It'll be like Rhea wrote on her live video, and then you'll know that is the product list. Now, most comments after I get off these Facebook Lives disappear from my end because there's usually a few hundred of them. So if you commented something and I didn't see it or I didn't respond, I'm definitely not doing it on purpose, I promise. But please send it to me in a message so that way I can help you, can answer your question. Or you can just keep commenting it and hopefully I see it while I'm live. Hi, Debbie. Thank you. Hi, Katie. Thank you, Melissa. Hi, Barb. If you guys haven't done so yet, and if you feel like you've gotten some worth from this live, make sure that you share it or you invite friends to watch with you. You can just tag them in the comments or click the invite button. And if you haven't done so also, make sure that you click those 3 little dots. They're like up here. You could turn on live notifications. I also have a subscription service set up. It's free for you guys. All you have to do is text Rhea Hope to the number 83361. And I also wrote it in the caption of this tutorial, so if you forget, you can always check that out, or you can just message me. But it basically will just like sign you up to receive my notifications. I'm the one that personally sends them, so don't worry, I'm not gonna like bother you, and there's no like group texts or anything like that. All right, so for eyebrows, I'm using the brow pencil in the shade medium, and I love this pencil. It makes it just so fast and so easy, and it's the perfect learning tool. It has a retractable tip, so you never have to sharpen it. Also comes with that spoolie side, so you can comb through if you feel like you went too dark or you went overboard, and you can always use concealer to clean it up too, is always an option. Thank you, Amber. Desperate for brow help. I use the Esteem Lash Serum on my eyebrows every single night before bed. So we have this lash serum, it's only $24. And you can use it on your eyebrows and your eyelashes before bed every single night. And then you rinse it off in the morning. And it helps for them both to grow and become fuller. Margaret, everything I'm using is available right here on my website, rheahopebeauty.com. And if you need any recommendation, or if you have any questions, or you need help color matching or anything like that, you can always message me, a selfie facing a window, and I can give you a full recommendation. Jessica, grab the light shade in the brow pencil. That way you're kind of like going down a shade, and maybe that'll help. Yes, the brow pencil is smudge proof. Aw, thanks, Tina. Michelle, you should definitely snag the brow pencil. It makes it so easy to do. I use the rose water, yes, every single night before bed, and then also in the morning after I wash my face. Would you put under the eyes both the stick and the pressed powder for Scarlet? Yes, I would, Anna. Okay, so now for eyes. We're gonna do this like really pretty kind of pinky eye look today. So right now I'm taking the pressed eyeshadow in the shade Hesitant, which is this like really pretty, just kind of pinky color. It's like a matte pink, and I'm using it on the fluffy crease brush. I'm tapping it in, swirling it onto the cap of this palette, and then just dusting it into the crease. So I always say this when I'm doing my eyeshadow, and I think it helps blend it really easily and really quickly. You go rainbow, rainbow, zigzag. So rainbow, and then zigzag. And it helps to just like blend it really quickly and really easily, so you don't end up having like a bunch of eyeshadow in just one area, and makes it harder to blend out later. So we're popping this color in first, and this is gonna kind of act as our transition color, and just kind of as our base color too. All right, so once we've done that, now I'm gonna take this color right here, which is called Vulnerable, and it's another like plush or like a pinky, but it's a little of a more matte pink, and we're gonna put that right on top. And then now we're gonna go in with these two fun colors. Let me find the brush. And these are the liquid eyeshadows. These were available in the Kudos last month, and I didn't know if they were ever gonna be like around, but they are, and I'm so excited that they'll be part of the core line for a little bit. So these colors are called Businesslike and Giggly. So we're gonna use both of them today. And so we're gonna do, I'm trying to decide which one to do first. Okay, I think I wanna do, yep, that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna do Businesslike first, and we're gonna use this. I'm gonna wipe off some of that. We're gonna use this on mostly the outside. So we're just gonna kind of paint like this, that on. And then we're gonna use the the cream shadow brush to blend that out. And then we're gonna blend it up. See how I'm kind of avoiding the inner corner? we're just gonna use this as the crease color and then the outer color too. Just like so. And now once we've done that, now we're gonna go with the color Giggly. And again, these are liquid eyeshadows. They are smudge proof. They will not crease. They're amazing if you have really wrinkled or oily eyelids. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna actually use the other side of the brush and then just go over it and blend it into one another. So it almost gives you this like ombre effect. See that? So pretty, so easy. And then they overlap ever so slightly. Ta-da! Really gorgeous. All right, so same thing over here. Gonna take the shade Businesslike. Wipe off a little bit of that. And then stick to the outer corner. And just kind of paint it on. Notice how I don't open my eye all the way, because it's liquid, but it dries into a smudge-proof powder. Now I'm going to take that onto the crease. And it dries very, very quickly. Hold on, I have this brow hair. Did I get it? Yeah. All right, now Giggly. I'm gonna catch up on the comments too, I promise. All right, and then Giggly on, yeah. I'm like, oh wait, did I grab the wrong color? On the inner corner. And kind of merge the two together. So they'll basically kind of overlap in the center. Like I have an itch. Just like that. Isn't that fast and easy? The liquid eyeshadows are probably one of my favorites because of how fast and easy they are. You don't need any skill to put these on. All right, and then now I'm gonna close these. Close, close, close. And now I'm gonna take the pressed eyeshadow that I was using before in the shade Hesitant and just dust that right on top of the crease just to darken it up, which will give it like a little bit of depth. Who likes this? I know, they go on so nicely. Yes, they are waterproof, the liquid eyeshadows. Hi, Whitney. Happy Saturday, Rainbow Zigzag, that's right. Can you use pressed powder organza on your under eyes if you don't have scarlet? Yes, you can. Going to practice. Yes, practice makes better. Thank you, Tina. Thank you so much, guys. I fight the eyebrow colors all the time. Never know if I'm just layering one on top of the other. You know what? And sometimes like playing around like that will give you like the best, prettiest eye looks. You never know till you try. Yes, the liquid eyeshadows are some of my absolute favorite. All right, now we're gonna take this color right here, which is the shade Fervent. It's this like auburn color, but it will, oops, not yet, hold on. It'll pair nicely for our under eye. But before I do that, I almost forgot. We're gonna take the eyeliner in the shade Perfect, and we're gonna line our water lines with this. And I like to do this step before I do that bottom eyeshadow, is because it will also blend out the eyeliner. And I love this eyeliner because it actually stays where you put it. It's only $15 and it's super creamy. I like using the shade Perfect in it, but if you have smaller, more hooded or squintier eyes, I would probably use the shade Proper, which is like a brown, or I would use the shade Pristine, which is a white, which would open up your eyes. All right, so now I'm taking this brush right here. This is by Morphe. It's a 432 brush. And we're gonna take Fervent and we're just gonna line underneath our bottom lash line with this. And I love this little trick because it makes the illusion that you have mascara on your bottom lash line, but you don't. My lashes have gotten so long from using the Esteem Lash Serum that I like cannot use mascara on the bottom lash line because they touch my under eyes. Yay, hello, welcome. Thanks, like Saturday, sun's wedding. Oh, I love it. I really do. I've always been a sucker for pink eyeshadow. There's just something about it that makes people's eyes just pop. And it's so soft and I just love it. It's so pretty. And it doesn't matter like what color eyes you have, pink eyeshadow always looks good. All right, so now that we've swiped Fervent underneath, see how it gives the appearance that we have mascara on? Right now we're gonna set our makeup. And the reason that I do that before I do my mascara and before I do my lipstick is because it's not only setting my lips and my eyelashes for the products, but it's also gonna prevent them from smudging, because if you were to do your mascara and then set your makeup, you're just making your mascara more wet, which is making it more likely that it will transfer onto your eyes. So, we're thinking smarter. Still see you're in your house? Yes, like January. Brand of brushes using. So everything I'm using is all available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. All of the brushes except for one two, the liner brush. Everything else is available right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And if you're not sure what brushes to grab or what makeup to grab or anything like that, you can always message me a selfie facing a window and I can give you a full recommendation. All right, so now for lashes. So who out there has short, straight lashes that drive you nuts? That's how I was, believe it or not. I had the straightest, shortest lashes ever. And it wasn't until I started using the 4D Lash Trio that I started seeing huge strides in my lashes. So the Lash Trio is amazing because not only is it on discount, but you got all 3 products for your lashes. You're gonna get the lash primer, which is what I'm using right now. It helps to curl your lashes and it helps to hydrate your lashes. Helps to prep your lashes for the 4D mascara, which is what we're gonna use now, so it makes your lashes look fuller and longer. And then you're also gonna get the Esteem Lash Serum in that trio, and that is what I use every single night before bed on my eyebrows and my eyelashes. So it helps it grow, obviously. It's Lash Serum, but you get all 3 together and you get them at a discount because they're in a bundle. Anytime you see anything in a bundle on my website, whether it be a collection, the kudos, a set, it's discounted. So if at all possible, always try to grab something in a set or a bundle or a collection, because that's just the cheapest way and you get the most for your money. Just a little my tip for you. And for the 4D, we're just going from the base of the lash all the way up. And I kind of like blink onto the wand. Blink, blink, blink. And then I kind of graze it along the back. And then this is when I kind of like pluck at it to move around the lashes. So if I need like more on the inside, if I need more on the outside. But I love the wand on this because it has dual bristles, has shorter bristles which have the fibers and the longer bristles have the gel. And I really love how they work together. There's no fallout and it's water resistant. And it lasts forever. This is my second tube since it launched, and I think it launched like a really long time ago. But not amazing? See how they like literally almost touch my eyebrows? So good. All right, so now for today's lip look, I'm gonna do actually one of my favorites, like absolute favorite. Every time I do this, I'm like, I wish I could wear this every single day, but you guys would probably get really bored. You're so talented. I've been doing this for 4 years. There used to be a time when I couldn't talk and put mascara on. Lash Serum was no joke. I've been using it since August and my lashes have grown so much. I love it. I really don't like dressing up for Halloween, to be honest. I really just don't like Halloween in general. It's scary. I don't like it. But now I have toddlers and they like love it, dressing up, getting candy. So I celebrate it for them. But if I had the choice, I just carve a pumpkin and call it a day. Is the Epic better? So it just depends. It's all personal preference. For me personally, I like the 4D better. I feel like I get more length and volume from it. But I know people that like love the Epic mascara way more. So it's all personal preference. Thank you, Courtney. All right, so now for lips. We're gonna take this product right here, which is clearly my favorite lip liner. Look how small it is. Lasts forever. This is the shade Prudent. It's like a peachy nude, but it's matte, it's creamy, it glides right on. It's perfect for overdrawing your lips, or if you have really like tiny thin lips, this is the product for you. So how to overdraw your lips. So I do have lip filler. You can kind of see it's like up here. So I like to overdraw it so it doesn't look odd. So what I like to do is see where my lip line ends right here. You can like see the pigment and that's where it ends, but you can see how the filler's up here. So what I like to do is I like to put my pencil right on that area. See how it's like right on top? And then that's where we're gonna start to draw. And I like to move slowly and follow the shape. But I swear by doing like short lines rather than like one big line. Short lines. Like that. Not only does this make your lips look more plump, but it also helps to hold the lipstick in a place, which prolongs it, helps it not to bleed throughout your lips, and these are more smudge proof than any lipstick, so these actually stay in place longer. Same thing down here. Make sure they're even. Okay, so now that we've lined them, now we're gonna fill in our lip with this. And I'll tell you why in a second. But look how beautiful this glides on. And they're only $15. Okay. So now that we have the lip liner all over, normally I just line my lips with this, but the reason that I filled them all in is because the lipstick choice that we're doing is a little more pastel and a little more like true nude than I would rather like. Like if I wore this by itself, I'd feel a little washed out. So having a pink undertoned lip liner underneath helps to kind of change the color. So if you're ever using a lipstick and you're like, oh, it looks too dark or it looks too pink, try switching up the under, what you're putting under it. So lip liner wise, try to change up that color. Sorry, not too often. Yeah, me too. I don't like Halloween either. Trick or treat's outdated. Yeah, I agree. I know, I totally agree with you guys. Thank you, Gail. Thanks, Pam. All right, so now we're gonna take this color. So this is the shade Well-To-Do in our lipstick. I love this color. It is the prettiest pastel nude. But when you pair it over Prudent, oh, it's so good. No other color of lipstick makes my lips feel this pouty than this color. I don't know if it's like the sheen or what, but I love it. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna top it with the lip gloss in the shade Luxe, and this also is gonna alter the color of it. And this is very similar to the lip liner color that we used. So with that like sandwiched on top, it's gonna really give that appearance of that pinky kind of like pastel. Not pretty? So my favorite. So again, that was Prudent lip liner, Well-To-Do lipstick, and Luxe lip gloss. And the lip glosses are only $15 too. And then on our eyes, we did the liquid eyeshadows in the shade Gingerly and Businesslike with the pressed eyeshadow in the shades Hesitant and Fervent underneath. Yes, I'm gonna give you guys the full product list after I get off, so in the comments below, so hang tight and be on the lookout for that. I'll also post the full product list and links to the tutorials and the list here on Facebook later today. I'll get to that, put that on my to-do list. And then we use the spray foundation for today's gorgeous, light, amazing coverage. If you missed this tutorial, go ahead and watch it on the replay. You can always message me if you need to be color matched. Make sure you share this to your page so when you do get your products in the mail, you remember you can reference this on like following the tutorial with your products. So message me, like I said, if you need a recommendation or if you need any help with anything. I'm gonna see you guys over on Instagram next. I'm gonna do a try on haul with the super cute boutique called Platinum Penny. She sent me some really cute fall pieces. So I'm gonna style those and show you guys some good style inspo. So make sure you follow me over on Instagram. My name is Rhea Hope over there. And watch the Instagram stories on Instagram. So you're gonna want to click on the profile picture on Instagram and you'll be able to swipe up. You'll be able to tap where the products are from. It's super, super easy and it's really fun. Thank you so much. I love it. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Message me if you haven't done so yet, and definitely grab that Kudos. The spray shades are selling very quickly. They're going on back order. Still order it if you see back order, because I think the back order date's only on the 29th, which just means it ships separately than your order, but it still is coming real quick. So definitely snag it before it sells out, because back order basically just means like a yellow light. Like, hurry up and grab it before it runs out. So definitely snag that. Message me if you guys have any questions, need any help or anything. Yes, I used the spray foundation, the shade Taffeta today. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I'll see you over on Instagram next. Bye.